Welcome to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit. Today, we're diving deep into why the electric vehicle revolution is facing an even tougher road ahead. Beyond the current market crash, a more daunting set of challenges looms large. From the realistic limits of full electrification to the critical supply chain issues for battery metals and the shifting strategies of major automakers, the obstacles are substantial. Buckle up as we explore these pressing issues. Here are the 6 key points you need to know. Number 6. The myth of full electrification. Despite the hype, the dream of full electrification remains distant. The initial surge in EV sales has hit a wall, with the middle class, the supposed backbone of the EV revolution, reluctant to adopt these vehicles. The reasons are straightforward. High costs, persistent range anxiety, and the inconvenience of locating charging stations deter many potential buyers. Globally, many regions lack the necessary infrastructure for a widespread switch to EVs. In areas with unreliable electricity, the idea of adopting electric vehicles is unrealistic. Residents prioritize stable power for homes and businesses over EVs. Additionally, the environmental toll of manufacturing batteries and generating electricity is significant. Industry experts predict that EVs will not exceed 30% of the global market, making the vision of a fully electrified future more of a fantasy than a reality. Number 5. Crumbling infrastructure. A significant barrier to EV adoption is the inadequate charging infrastructure. While the concept of EVs is appealing, the current number of chargers is insufficient to support mass adoption. The US, for example, needs around 180,000 chargers by the decade's end, but currently has fewer than 40,000. Automakers are attempting to bridge this gap, with plans for a network of 30,000 chargers and the adoption of Tesla's charging standards. However, these efforts fall short. Road trips often turn into stressful searches for functioning chargers, with many stations suffering from maintenance issues, software glitches, and vandalism. The cost of installing and maintaining these chargers is high, and consumers ultimately bear these costs through increased EV prices or higher taxes and subsidies. Moreover, the electricity to power these chargers must come from somewhere, and the current grid is not equipped to handle the increased demand. Despite technological advancements, the lack of robust infrastructure remains a massive roadblock to widespread EV adoption. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Number 4. Stalling EV sales growth. Electric vehicles once seemed unstoppable, hailed as the future of transportation with enthusiasm from environmentalists and tech enthusiasts. However, this momentum has slowed, and a potential market crash looms. EV sales growth has significantly decelerated. The initial excitement has faded, and the public is hesitant to fully embrace EVs. High costs remain a major barrier. Despite promises of lower prices, many EVs are still pricier than gasoline vehicles. Incentives help, but the price gap persists, deterring many middle-class buyers. Range anxiety is another issue. While high-end models offer impressive ranges, budget-friendly EVs struggle with mileage, complicating long trips due to limited charging infrastructure. EVs also lack versatility compared to traditional vehicles. Those without easy access to charging, such as apartment dwellers, find EVs less convenient. Additionally, EVs can underperform in extreme weather. With these challenges, EV sales growth is stalling, raising concerns about a market crash. Automakers' significant investments in EV technology and infrastructure could lead to losses if market expansion falls short. Number 3. The looming battery metal crisis. The surge in EV demand has put immense pressure on the supply chain for critical battery metals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel. EVs are now the primary consumers of these metals, leading to significant price increases and supply shortages. Cobalt, in particular, has seen a near tripling of its price since early 2021. The Democratic Republic of Congo, the world's largest producer of cobalt, dominates the market. However, Geopolitical and ethical concerns about mining practices add complexity to the supply chain. As manufacturers shift towards lithium iron phosphate (LFP) batteries to reduce reliance on cobalt and nickel, the strain on lithium supplies intensifies. This shift does not alleviate the issue, but redistributes the pressure across different segments of the battery metal market. The industry faces a crucial challenge in securing stable and ethical sources of raw materials to sustain the growth of the EV market. Without addressing these supply chain vulnerabilities, the ambitious targets for EV adoption might be jeopardized, potentially leading to higher costs for consumers and slower market expansion. Number 2. Automakers abandoning fast electrification plans. Automakers are rethinking their ambitious electrification plans, signaling potential trouble ahead. Giants like Ford, Chevy, and several European manufacturers are reassessing their strategies, as fast-tracking the EV transition proves less profitable and feasible than expected. Initially, the push for electric vehicles seemed unstoppable, with billions invested in new models and infrastructure. However, high battery costs, extensive R&D, and slow infrastructure development are impacting profitability. Ford has delayed projects, while Chevy has scaled back its electrification goals due to high costs and inadequate charging networks. European manufacturers are also pulling back due to high production costs and uncertain demand. This shift highlights the complexities of a full-scale EV transition. The anticipated rapid and seamless shift to electric vehicles is encountering significant obstacles, suggesting that the road to an all-electric future will be more challenging and slower than originally envisioned. Number 1. The environmental toll of EV battery production. Electric vehicles are praised for reducing greenhouse gas emissions, but battery production has a complex environmental impact. Extracting lithium, cobalt, and nickel, key for EV batteries, has significant environmental costs. Lithium extraction, for example, depletes and contaminates water sources, as seen in Chile's Atacama Desert. Cobalt mining in the Democratic Republic of Congo raises ethical concerns and causes severe environmental damage, including soil contamination. Additionally, the energy-intensive refining processes contribute to greenhouse gas emissions, which can partially negate the benefits of EVs. As demand for EVs and batteries rises, these environmental impacts could grow unless more sustainable practices are adopted. Companies are working on recycling technologies and alternative battery chemistries, but these solutions are still developing. To achieve a truly greener future, it's crucial to advance not just EVs but also cleaner, more sustainable battery technologies and supply chains. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Piston Pundit for more content like this. Stay tuned for our next vehicle updates and upcoming videos. See you next time.